Coming up tomorrow night at O'Connor's Irish Pub, you have Shaman's Harvest playing alongside with Nonpoint and Otherwise. We have Nate, lead singer of Shaman Harvest, on the phone right now. Nate, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. It's a little early for me, but I'm doing all right.
You sound like you got that sultry voice going on right now, like you're ready to talk to your woman. Like, hey, how's it going, baby?
Yeah, it's that morning pre-coffee voice right there.
Had a couple cigarettes, and
right.
got that nice coffee breath.
Gargle some gravel.
Well, man, we're excited for you to come in Clarksville yet again. This will be your second show at O'Connor's, and last time was a lot of fun. It was a couple of years ago, but it was a lot of fun. I know you guys have been touring with Otherwise. You got a new album out. We're spinning the new record, Devil in Our Wake. Love the new record.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks, fellas.
Absolutely, man. So how is your health doing? I know there was a few issues earlier this year that you were, you mentioned on your Facebook that you're a private person, but you said that, you had to go through some surgeries that you should have done 4 years ago.
Yeah, I got some tumors that came back, which is never what you want to hear. So
yeah,
I had to take a couple months down early on in this year and get them removed and do a few treatments. But I'm on the mend now, and shows are going well. We've been out with Otherwise they've been out with us for about a couple weeks, and it's all kind of working itself out, I think.
I gotcha. Good. So everything, it doesn't bother you to sing or anything with anything, like, because you had like some kind of like surgery, right? I mean, that doesn't mess with your voice?
Yeah, it did. But it's given me the ability actually to have a little more longevity in my shows, and I could do more shows in a row. Last week did 6 in a row, took a day off, and then we're starting our 5 in a row. So a year ago, there's no way I could have done that with the tumors there.
Yeah, that had to be a scary moment though, because you're like, damn. Did the doctor say that there's a possibility you couldn't sing again, or any kind of scare like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He wanted be clear that that's a possibility. We try to make the odds more so in my favor, but it was definitely a roll of the dice.
Damn. So what was your mentality at that point? Like, all right, I'll do anything and everything you want right now.
Man, I just had to put a little faith in it, and this is the second time I've had to do the treatment, so that I could deal with. But just trying to figure out if I was going to be all right after the surgery, vocally speaking, and who I wanted to be if I couldn't sing again. So it was
terrifying.
It was a rough 24 hours.
Did you ever? You mentioned who you would want to be, who you wanted to be if you couldn't sing again. Did you ever actually give any thought to that, or was that like in the back of your mind, like, I'm not even going to think about that. I'm going to do what I've got to do to keep singing?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that I said, what, this is the only thing I'm going to focus on, but I tell you, it's been my reality for a long time, being a singer, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else, or that I'd want to. So I was pretty happy when I woke up the next day and could still talk.
Yeah, right. I mean, because you've been doing this since what, like 96, Nate? Something like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was. We got together at a party. Randomly, didn't know each other. Started playing at the party, and we've been stuck with each other since.
Well said. Hey,
it's longer than my marriage.
Yeah. I mean, it's the bro code, man. You got to stick together. But what's funny, actually, now that you mentioned that, it kind of brings me up on this topic that Mo and I were kind of arguing about. We had this listener email that said, hey, my bro is he's getting married to this lady that I don't approve of, and neither do any of his friends. And here's the red flags and everything. There were nothing dramatic, but he was pretty much saying, should I intervene and tell my unsolicited advice to my friend that's about to get married to this woman? And I was saying, hell no, mind your own damn business. And Mo was like, oh, you should definitely tell. That's your boy. You gotta say what's. Nate, what would you do?
Oh man, I've actually been put in that position a few times. You know, you could say what you need to say because he's your buddy, but just don't expect him to follow what it is you got to say. You know, but you did your part, right?
Right.
If you do, and you know, all's fair in love and war. Divorces get expensive, but at least it's a good lesson.
Yeah. Right. So see, it seems like everybody we ask has like a mixture of both. Like they kind of agree with something he says, agree with something I say. So I guess we're gonna say we're even on this one.
But you notice everyone's everyone has kind of said the same thing too. Of they got to learn their lesson the hard way. Yeah, it's
you can tell what demographic that is calling. It's always like the older. It's like us that have been around for a while, and it's like, you know, we got to learn their lesson somehow. You know,
it makes us all sound old. Yeah. You guys are going to be with Otherwise and Non-Point, and you guys have been on the road. You said a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
And I was taking a look at, and this tour's ending July 31st.
Yeah, yep. We'll have actually in June we're going to take about 2 weeks off, but. Other than that, it'll end about July. Yeah, the end of July.
And do you already have like some plans on what you guys are going to do next? Is like jump right into the studio after the tour's over, or take a bit of a break? What's the plan with that?
Yeah, I think we're going to get pretty much start pre-production for the next record.
Jeez, already.
Yeah. So yeah, got to do it right. So at least we'll start. Kind of the song process. But none of us really write on the road. We try to focus on, you know, playing live and performing. So I think that we're all better writers whenever we can do it. At least a little bit of solitude. Yeah. And then focus on making a record, because they are two different worlds.
What do you need to write a record? Do you need the drama, the emotional distress, or do you just look for experiences for your songwriting?
I'd probably pull from a little bit of both. You know, I think if you just use the one outlet of, say, you know, just emotional distress, something like that, I think you know, you'd be pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah.
So it's and I find interest in doing, you know, writing from different aspects of life as well that I've experienced, and because I have no interest. None of us have interest in writing putting out the same record every time, you know. So I think you have, especially, you know, if you're trying to tell a story, it's always nicer to pull from life experiences. Johnny Cash did, or he faked it, one of the two.
Right. Yeah, like with some of your best songs, I mean, where were you pulling from? Like, if you could say, okay, these are obviously the best selling, best, the most played on a radio station, where were you pulling from?
Oh man, that'd be the formula, right? Your most successful stuff. If you could get that thing down and bobble it, that'd probably be Nickelback.
hey, speaking from somebody that's been on tour with Nickelback for a while, right? Didn't you guys go on tour with them?
Sure.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, we toured with them for probably a good 5 months. Wow. It was pretty good, man. It was one hell of an experience. We've never done an arena tour before that, and they allowed us to do that with them, and we're all appreciative that we got that tour. Because we're pretty much outclassed every single night on that. You know, we're used to playing in clubs and theaters and man, I just remember the first day I walked out on that stage, and there's 30,000 people that were screaming, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what it's like to do this every day.
What was that? Like, what's the difference between 30,000 and let's say 2,000? I mean, obviously it's louder, but is there like a endurance kind of thing? Yeah, seriously.
For them more so than us. I mean, usually those smaller or those bigger things, sets tend to be smaller for guys like us. But it's a different rhythm. You know, it's a different rhythm you have to have with the crowd when you're handling that many people. You're like a ringmaster or something like that has to definitely handle a different animal.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I have to bring this up, Nate, because I'll preface this with saying that I'm a huge wrestling fan. So
seriously, anytime we interview anyone that has to do with wrestling, he brings something up. It's ridiculous.
I did my research. I found it, so I've got to bring it up. So okay. I was looking, and I see that you guys did not only entrance music for Drew McIntyre, which was Broken Dreams, which I as soon as I played it, I was like, oh my God, I remember hearing that when he came out. But you guys did the entrance for End of Days for Wade Barrett in the Core, and then the biggest one of them all, you had, and then there was Darkness for the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt promo for their match. So that, which is, if you don't know wrestling, like the Undertaker's WrestleMania match is pretty much bigger than anything that happens every single year. So what kind of feeling was that for you guys to keep that relationship going and be able to put not only 2 entrance songs, but then to be associated with the Undertaker of all people? Are you a fan of wrestling at all? Is that why you guys kind of stuck with it?
You know, we were all fans at early ages, man. I remember the cartoon when it was WWF, and you got Junkyard Dog, and I mean, early stuff. I was into it. So, when I first, actually, the first song we did for him, I wasn't really all that excited about it after taking a deep breath, because I didn't like the song. And I didn't think it was a great song. But then we tracked it, and I was like, okay, all right, this is going to be all right. And then it aired for the first time, and I was like, yeah, man, I knew we should have done that the whole time.
Nice.
And then, and then to get a second call from them to do it, and then the third for that last thing that I did for the Undertaker, and I think like the whole time, I just, like, in the back of my mind, I was kind of like hoping, like, hey man, one day I'm gonna be able to do one of these songs for the Undertaker. And maybe like, oh, but you can't, like, you can't take away from that entrance thing that he had, with the bell and everything. You know that you can never use the sound of that bell. Vince McMahon has copyrighted that pedal.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. You would think I would know that.
Yeah.
How did you find that out?
He's a smart man. Well, I found out from Jim Johnson, who's the music director there.
I gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a smart business idea right there.
It really is.
It's kind of like MMA. They I think they copyrighted the Octagon, or calling it the Octagon or whatever it was.
Did they?
Yeah, or UFC, whatever it is. Yeah, UFC. You can't call, if you had a ring that looked like it, you couldn't call it the Octagon.
Huh.
Yeah.
How are you gonna copyright a shape?
I have no idea.
That's a good question.
I think it's like in the terms of how you use it and how you advertise it. You can't call it the Octagon.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's weird, isn't it? It's like, that's an actual shape. What are you doing?
Huh. We gotta copyright
it's
something.
Like when Paris Hilton tried to. You guys should, man. You need your tag. Copyright. Paris Hilton tried to copyright the word hot.
Yeah, I remember that. She would say, "That's hot."
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did it not work?
I don't think it
No. I'm pretty stoked. Yes. I'd be pretty bummed if it did. Well, I don't know. Did it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Now we got to research it.
I don't know why we're questioning this right now. like that would actually work.
We're all looking at Listen, like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, I know you're stoked because you use that in your vocabulary every day. That's hot.
That's hot.
I'm sure you walk into every venue and say that word though. Like, damn, it's hot in
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And no, it generally is pretty miserable in the venues.
Well, I got a big kick out of the picture. I don't know if you took it and put it on the Instagram, but it was talking about maybe you touched your genitals hand sanitizer and the swamp ass hand sanitizer. That was hilarious. Did you like find that in the store?
A fan brought it to a VIP meet and greet, man. It was a gift to us, and she was like trying to tell us something. And maybe after she hugged us all, she realized how terrible we smelled. Rock and roll smells, man.
Yeah.
So, she brings it and she like doesn't tell us what's in there. We just start opening up these bags later on in the day after she leaves, and we're like, damn, are we that bad? We start smelling each other, and then it got really weird.
I'm not going to mention the band, but there was a band at the warehouse, and you know Samantha Knight. She was doing a broadcast up at the warehouse with this band, and she literally started soliciting to bring baby wipes up.
I was there that day when she did that. I'm not going to say who it was.
Yeah, don't say who it was.
No.
But they like she was giving tickets away.
Yeah.
Like, whoever brings baby wipes for this poor soul that smells like crap, come on.
You'll get in for free. I remember that. And people showed up.
It does sound like Samantha, yeah. And they did.
Yeah, people showed up with baby wipes for real.
Yeah. She gave away a bunch of tickets. It was kind of funny. But
that's amazing.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
When in doubt, just ask Samantha. She'll broadcast it on the radio for you.
take a collection. That's sweet. Nice work.
Didn't she tell us?
Yeah, I think that's probably the only necessity on the road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you guys don't have that much access to... I mean, because when people think of you on tour and stuff, they think of how, like, arena people do it. Like a Nickelback or an ACD. They get these nice hotel rooms, and they're showering every day. You guys are grinding it out on a tour bus, like or a van, or it could be one of those bigger cargo vans or whatnot.
Yeah, no. Well, we did the van for many years, and eventually got to where we were able to do the bandwagon, which is basically a box truck with beds in it. That feels awesome on the old back. And then we went over to, we're at a van now. We just count ourselves, or we're in a bus now. We count ourselves lucky that we could have somewhere to sleep at night, because those van tours, man, those were rough days.
Yeah, I bet.
You got 10 dudes sleeping up against each other, and you get a shower maybe every 4 or 5 days. Those were the days right there, man.
Oh gosh, I bet you smelled lovely, lovely.
Oh, I think that van still smells like 2010. I just nostalgia. Every time I get in there, it smells exactly like 2010, it didn't smell great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Well, you mentioned
it needs to be caught on fire.
Caught on fire. You mentioned the VIP meet and greet kind of thing that you guys are doing with the swamp ass sanitizer that lady brought you. You guys are still doing that on the road right now, currently. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You can check out the link on our website, shaman.com. It has the shows and what dates those are, and how many VIPs are left, because there's only so many for each show. So, but yeah, we still do that. We do that. Basically just hang out and get you a picture, drink a beer, play some guitar, whatever. Punch us in the face, whatever you're into.
Punch in the face, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Smooch on the cheek, a punch in the face.
Smooch on the cheek. See, I think a lot of ladies would be into that.
I feel like a lot of ladies are going to.
You sing Dirty Diana to them, and they'll just be like, oh, like a waterfall. There's a waterfall at O'Connor's. Yeah. It looks like there is VIP for this show, so I think we're good. We're safe to say that we don't have to take that part out. Right. But yeah, so you can get those eventbrite.com through Shaman's Harvest website. So Very good, man. So best of luck to you tomorrow night at O'Connor's. I know you're going to have a blast. Samantha Knight told me that she's bringing you cookies.
Yeah, she did say that.
But they're clean cookies. They're not the dirty
Yeah,
kind.
I asked her were they special cookies. She said no.
Yeah, so sorry we couldn't help you out there.
Well, we thanks for trying. We thank you for trying. Her cookies, though, are delicious. They can smack your mama.
Yeah.
Oh man, I better not eat those because I might get put out. My mom moved, but I live in her house, so I can't eat Samantha's cookies. Then.
Smack your damn mama.
Yeah, you might not want to pick one of those up, man.
Memorial Day Rockout 2018 featuring Shaman's Harvest, Non-Point, Otherwise, and many more. And get more details at z975.com. Nate from Shaman's Harvest, appreciate you so much, man, and we'll see you tomorrow night at O'Connor's.
Pleasure's mine, fellas.